Hey, I just wanted to review my favorite TV show, True Blood, which, unfortunately, very unfortunate, it was cancelled. But it had a long run. It went on for shit, 7 seasons, which is a pretty good run for a TV show. So I had to think about it because the last few seasons weren't really that great. But I told its story, I guess, well, enough. Um, but I was addicted to the first season, and then the second, of course, and third and fourth and so on. Well, the fifth one sucked ass. I didn't like that one. That's the only one I didn't like. It was really far-fetched, and the smoke monster was lame as fuck. Um, but anyway, I just love the town of Bon Temps, and like the story and the writing was just so spot on, and there's a lot of deep meanings behind it about like vampirism and them coming out in the coffin, and that kind of speaks volumes as far as like gay people coming out and then being accepted as same way as vampires. And there's a lot of gay people in there, which I like. Lafayette was hilarious. Um, but I always love Sam. He was adorable. But anyway, as far as the cast, like the cast is the greatest I've seen on TV. Which I didn't really know Stephen Moyer at first, but I liked him a lot after I started watching the show. And Anna Paquin, I've been a big fan of hers ever since X-Men and Fly Away Home. As you can see, I've got her little toy up there, just because she's on there. I think it's really neat. And I got this, the son, Godric photo. Yeah. But yeah, the cast is great. The story, it keeps progressing, it gets deeper every time. And I don't know, it's just really funny. And it's hard to find a show that you can laugh at, like, really hard laugh. And then also, I don't know, you can also get some good drama out of it too. And you definitely get that. Even if I'm not really that big of a fan of vampires, you know, this show got me into it very much. So, there's that. Suck it. Anyway, sorry, I had to geek out, but yeah, I like the soundtrack too. But I really like the first season because it stays in the town, and it's not really all, like going from one place to the other. As far as like when Sookie in the fourth season goes to the fairyland, I thought that was a bit much, and I think the more they stay in the town, the better it is, because you get the feeling that they're all there. The characters are all in the same town, so it seems like it's just a much more calm pace. I just don't feel rushed as much. And then Marianne, the goddess kind of thing in the second season, I thought was really neat. There's something different that we haven't seen before. And it was better than Renee being the killer in season 1 because he was just a human. But it served its purpose. I really, really, really like Anna Paquin in it. She's great. And I like how she's like telepathic, I guess, where she can read their minds and their thoughts. It's kind of like she took, like, if Xavier gave her powers, that's the kind of person she would be. Like, a bitch to everybody in a way, but then at the same time, sympathetic. I just think it's really neat how she was rogue, and then she has kind of like Xavier's powers. It's just kind of funny. And then Sam, that's kind of like the Mystique of the show, because he shapeshifts like Mystique. Yeah. But anyway, as you can see, I love X-Men and True Blood, so I get the best of both worlds in that show. But yeah, the further it got into the seasons, like especially at season 5, I just didn't like it. There's too many new characters thrown in, like Eric's sister, and I just couldn't get into it. And the writing was really going downhill, surprisingly. And because the 4th season I thought was somewhat really good, with the witches and all, and the challenges the characters have to face. But then, like in 5 and 7, it's better than season 5 for sure. But it still has problems. Like, you can tell they're struggling where to go with the characters and what story needs to go where. Like with Eric and Pam being sent to that training hospital Holocaust thing, whatever the fuck that was. I still can't really. It was still kind of weird with that, but I really like Jason. He's hot and he was a really good actor, and I loved how he played so dumb very well. And you can't tell he's Australian in the show at all, because the actor that plays him really is Australian. But Ryan Quanten. But I love all the characters, like Tara, Sookie, everyone, Godric, even though he's only in like 2 episodes alive, which sucks. But he was like my hero through the show, or through what he was in. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. And I just wish they wouldn't have canceled it though, because I feel if they got back to, I don't know, maybe going by the books, or which I never read the books, but if they maybe changed up some of the things, like if they stayed in their original spot in Bon Tom and focused more on the drama, then less of the vampire wars against humanity. I thought that was kind of what threw it off the edge. But it had a pretty good ending. For what it was. But overall, I loved it. Mainly the first 4 seasons. But yeah. So that's pretty much it as far as my True Blood review. Remember to check it out if you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it, watch it again because it never gets old. And see you next time.